So if you could pick anybody dead or alive to join Keir Starmer's fantasy cabinet, who would you put in there?
So I thought about this. Barbara Castle, someone who I would agree with many of her political positions, although for a period she was not pro-Europe. But in place of strife, that whole period feels it's still apposite now. We still have equal pay issues. We need the absolutely strongest female role models in national leadership. So Barbara is my choice.
Oh, I'm beaming at that, Mike. You could not have made me more happy with that choice.
Great.
I think that's like the best. That's the best one we've had so far,
and one of the best writers of diaries as well. Diaries
Indeed,
are absolutely fascinating. Okay, second question: what issue do you not think is being talked about enough, and you'd like to bring it up the Labour Party's agenda?
So whilst I understand the pragmatic politics as we head towards an election of not making Brexit a doorstep issue, the simple fact is we have an economic gap as a result of leaving the European Union and a broader damage to our national life that Labour will have to answer fairly early if they are into power. And I would hope that they are doing the thinking necessary to be in a position to start to be honest with the country about the grave mistake we made in leaving the European Union. And I'm allowed to say that not just because that's Mike Clancy's view, but also what I do know is that 70% of Prospect members voted to remain. So I am at least located in the majority opinion of Prospect members at the time. So that would be my answer there.
And what, for you, is the ultimate power test for an incoming Labour government?
It actually is not going to surprise you, is that they show the commitment, even if they do get some ongoing fire from government, that they're going to change the labour market. But they're going to do it collaboratively. They're going to do it incrementally, but they're going to do it with determination. The model should be, but in the opposite direction, what the Conservative Party did in the 1980s. They had a 1980 Employment Act. They had a 1982 Employment Act. They had a 1984 Employment Act. They had a 1988 Employment Act, and so on. And you look back over a decade and you suddenly thought, my word, this doesn't look like anything like it used to be. Labour needs to have the same vision and that same commitment. And we need to work with them on that, because this is the chance to create a different labour market, one that is not based upon utter worship of free market principles. It's probably going to be a bit of Keynes and a bit of contemporary economic thinking. And we've got to be determined that actually British capitalism will flourish with good regulation and good employment rights.